Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to do a general reading for the sign of Pisces for the week of July 24th through the 31st. I'm going to go ahead and pull your overall energy. I'm going to look at any, wow, right off the bat. I'm going to look at any guidance and advice from Spirit and look at any opportunities and challenges that you might have coming your way. And remember, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and go ahead and leave the rest. And I do pre-shuffle my decks, just so you know if you're new here. All right. And I don't know if I just said this. If you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. And let's get some more cards. So what came out, what flew out, actually, is the Eight of Swords. So let's get some other cards. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Two of Pentacles, we've got the King of Cups, and we've got the Page of Cups. And then, let's go ahead and pull your opportunity. Let me scoot these guys over a little bit. Your opportunity is the Five of Pentacles, and your challenge is the Devil card. It's called the Liar in this deck. And let me go ahead and show you how I read the cards. This is your recent past, your present, your near future. Down below is the advice and guidance from Spirit. This is your opportunity, this is your challenge, and I'll go ahead and clarify everything. And as a reader, I actually feel vibrations from the cards, and they also talk to me. So if they're really loud, you might hear my voice go up because it's trying to get my attention over the other cards. So that's how I read. So right off the bat, what I'm getting is that there's really something that you're worried about, and it's actually driving you crazy. You feel very restricted by your thoughts, words, and your ideas. And it could even be that somebody else has sent you a text, a phone call, a letter, an email, and it's making you crazy. You feel very trapped by that. You can very easily get yourself out of this situation, but you just feel very restricted, okay? The traditional card is that she's got basically like a ribbon around her and a blindfold on, and she could very easily just step back like a half a foot and rub the ribbon against the sword, and she could release the restriction, take the blindfold off. But this is your energy right now. You are feeling very restricted, and you're kind of thrashing around, and your thrashing around is kind of making the situation worse. So in your present energy, again, this is your past. In your present energy, this is the Knight of Pentacles. And so I'm just feeling that, you're moving away from this, and, it's slow though. I'm feeling that there's a very slow molasses type energy to what's going on with you. And I'm really feeling that, you're kind of plodding along, you're going along, you feel like you're doing everything that you're supposed to do, but this person or this thing is not leaving you alone, because what we have in your near future is the Knight of Swords. And you can see, he's a force to be reckoned with in this particular deck. He's looking for a fight. He's blocking you from moving forward. His war horse is in the background. He's got his sword in one hand and shield in the other. He is literally looking for a fight, and he's not going to let you pass until he gets it. And if you won't fight him, he's going to create something so he can fight you. So you do have this coming up in your near future. And let's go ahead and get some clarifiers for this. And like I said, my decks are pre-shuffled. All right. So we've got the Six of Pentacles. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Four of Swords. And then we have the Knight of Cups. So a lot going on here for you. I'm going to move this around a little bit. So with this Eight of Swords energy from your recent past, like I said, it's someone has contacted you. It could be even you being critical of yourself, but these are your thoughts, words, and your ideas, and you're thrashing around, and you're feeling very restricted. And that thrashing around is kind of making things worse for yourself. It's making you nervous, anxiety ridden. Um, it's actually hurting your health. And so what we have here, it's being clarified by the Six of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. And so what we're getting is with this Six of Pentacles, it's kind of the have and have not. And I'm actually getting from this is that it's almost like you're questioning yourself. You have some self-doubt coming up from this. This is a card of the have and have not, but you know, he's got all the resources, the knowledge, and the power, and he can hand it out wherever he feels he wants to. And you can also be on either end of this. You could be the one receiving or the one giving. And what I'm getting is that you can't see it. You're blinded by these scales. Your eyes are closed, and you don't see this kind of balance of power or the power that you have within. You're not able to see that you've got the power, the resources, and the knowledge to not let this happen to you. So you know, this is your recent past. You definitely have an obstacle and some strife going on. This can be healthy competition, but this is really, in this case, this is actually more of a negative feeling for you. You're really going through something that's uncomfortable for you, and it's getting the better of you. But when you get into your present position, what's happened is, you know, it's like this slow molasses type energy. You're just kind of plodding along. It's subsided a little bit, but what it's being clarified by is the Four of Pentacles and then the Queen of Pentacles. So what I'm getting is that it's this sense of you trying to control this situation, but you're clamping down so hard on it that it's going to be out of control soon. You're not able to maintain control. You really want to, and you're working hard, but you're not able to maintain control, because I'm getting that this is what you were before this situation arose. And this is what you want to go back to, is the Queen of Pentacles. You want to go back to having that type of stability, that security, that type of abundance, that open-heartedness, just filled with love and nurturing type energy, where you could really be yourself. But because this has happened to you, and it made a big impact on you, you've tried to control the situation, but with this card, what it's saying is you can't control it. You can't clamp down, because once you clamp down so hard and try and really control it, you've lost control. So this situation hasn't gone away. And that's what we're seeing in the near future. Let me scoot this over a little bit. And that's why he's come back, and he's bigger, and it's big and bad, and it's in your face. He's not going anywhere. This situation, whatever you went up against, is not going anywhere. So you're going to have to confront it one way or another. And again, these are your thoughts, words, ideas. So maybe it was an email, a phone call, a text, a letter, someone whispered something in your ears, you had a discussion with somebody, whatever it was, or like I said, you could even be having an internal dialogue with yourself and being very critical of yourself. It's not going away. But what we have going on here is that's being clarified by the Four of Swords and the Knight of Cups. And so what I'm getting with this big situation that has come up for you, and it's not going to let you pass, you're going to have to confront it, is that you're really going within. You're really trying to find this type of inner sanctuary and respite. You don't want to be stressed out. You weren't stressed out before it happened. You want to go back to this energy. And so you need to find like your little happy place in your sanctuary internally and go back there. Create a safe space for yourself, if you will. Create a sanctuary where you're kind of protected from this. And again, swords and swords, right? You need to create that type of safe space. And I think that you're already doing it. You already know you have to do it because you tried to do it here. You tried to control the situation, but it didn't work out for you. So it's back. And in fact, not only is it back, it's like it's festered and it's come back as a badass. You know, it's come back and it's something that you really now have to deal with. It's not going to go anywhere. And if you continue to put it off, whatever this thing is, it's going to get even worse. You also have the Knight of Cups here. And with this Knight of Cups, he's moving towards your future. He's bringing you the potential for a love interest, for you to tap into love and intuition and intimacy and, you know, this type of romantic energy and space. And it's really beautiful, but you're having to go through this. They're both knights, but you're having to go through this before you can get over here. Just like over here, this is where you started and this is where you're trying to get to, because this is actually who you are. You have this beautiful loving energy and you're trying to get back to that. You're going to have to tap into your heart. You're going to have to, here's a better way of putting it, you're going to have to choose love over fear. You need to regain your power back that you have, and maybe you forgot you have, but you have that power. You need to use your power of love over fear to regain your strength back to move forward. If this is a person, it doesn't mean that they're going to go away, but you need to figure out a way to make yourself comfortable and deal with the situation, but really make yourself comfortable on an internal level by creating that sanctuary, so that way you can deal with this in the material world, because they really want you to be happy, you know, moving forward for your near future energy. They want you to be happy, and this is what is seen for you, but you have to deal with it. It's not something you can run away from. Okay, so let's look at the advice and guidance from Spirit. We have the Two of Pentacles, so balance your responsibilities and be flexible. We have the Keeper of Visions, which is the King of Cups. So really you're being very diplomatic about it. You're able to look below the surface of what's going on. You're very intelligent. It's just, I think that because you don't want to deal with the situation and you feel very restricted, you're in a defensive mode. And that's something that is hurting you, and now you're going to have to actually deal with it. We also have this, excuse me, Child of Visions, which is the Page of Cups. And you have this very Pollyanna attitude. You're very positive. I mean, that's why it shows up here with the Queen of Cups. That's who you are. But right here with this Pollyanna energy, with this Page of Cups, Spirit is reminding you that even in all that darkness, do you see how she is lit up? She sees the world with rose-colored glasses. And even though there's danger lurking all around her, she's still happy and she's still running out there. And this is part of the advice and guidance from Spirit, is that even if things are bad, use your heart, continue to tap into that heart space and really look at things positively, and you can run right past this obstacle and this thing that's going on. You have to deal with it, but you're going to be able to blow right past it, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. It's really, this obstacle has just taken over everything in this week for you, and it might have been something that was going on before, and now it's just, you just have to deal with it. It's not going to go anywhere. Okay, so for the Two of Pentacles, it's being clarified by the King of Swords. Yeah, you're just really having to bring this truth home. You have to come to terms with it. Because again, with this Queen of Pentacles, now you have the Empress energy also. So you've got the King of Swords and the Empress. We have the Hierophant. You're getting downloads from God on it, from Spirit. You're able to see below the surface. You know what's going on. This is the advice and guidance. So really pay attention to your dreams and pay attention to your intuition and, you know, what your little voice is telling you. You know, don't put it off. Hold on, Seven of Cups. Let me pull the cards first before I start getting into it. Okay, so Page of Cups. I mean, look at this. You can't make it up. Page of Cups, Page of Cups. Okay, right there. Spirit is making sure, if you didn't hear it the first time, they're reiterating it to make sure you really get it this time. And you've got an ace. You've got a gift and a blessing from the universe, the Ace of Pentacles. So, okay, let me push these up a little bit. And I can show you these a little bit better. I will be getting a new setup after I move. It's just a matter of when we're actually going to move. So with this Two of Pentacles, this is the advice and guidance from Spirit, is to really balance your responsibilities and be flexible. And just remember that you really want to balance your responsibilities. If you take on too much work, you're going to fall. And you see there's someone there waiting under the bridge for you to fall. They want you to fall. They want to see you screw up. They might even want to hurt you. That's a troll under the bridge. So this is kind of going on in the background for you. So just be aware of that. There is like a third party. and that could be tied in with here, really. So balance your responsibilities. And so that is being clarified by the King of Swords and the Empress. So really with this King of Swords, really come at it with this cool, neutral, analytical ability to look at your situation, because that's how you're going to handle it. Stop getting so upset up here with this 8, and, really handle your situation. Whatever it is, I mean, if you need to call in the legal system, law enforcement, I mean, I'm just kind of getting that there's like, maybe it's harassment or stalking, or there's something going on. Whatever this obstacle is, if it's a person, if it's actually a person, you might want to actually look at that. Take a good hard look at it and see if you need to pursue it even more, from that standpoint. You also have the Empress energy. So it's just, again, stay in your happy place. Find that sanctuary for yourself and really stay there, because that is your strength. Your strength is to have this nurturing, loving, divine feminine type energy. You've got this stability, you're grounded, structure. You just have this beautiful energy, and that's your strength, and that's going to trump any fear. So just remember to try and stay in your happy place. Okay, remember who you are. And then for this King of Cups energy, to really look below the surface and see what's going on. And you're very diplomatic about it. You're very intuitive, and very loving. And so remember, what you've got going on with that, to clarify it, is the Hierophant and the 7 of Cups. And so with these cards, it is saying absolutely you're getting divine assistance, you're getting divine downloads from God, and you need to pay attention to it. So whether they're coming to you in your dreams, your daydreams, humming in your ears, songs on the radio, if you're into numerology, if numbers are standing out to you, however it comes in for you, it's definitely coming in. And so to pay attention to it. And some of you might be aware that it's coming in, and some of you might not. It could be conscious, it could be unconscious, where it's like that kind of high priestess energy where it just comes in, right? But either way, however it's coming in, it is definitely coming in for you. And be aware of that. And I think that this is also reiterating that, I mean, I know it's the Hierophant, but I think it's also reiterating that if you need to get in touch with a type of organization to take care of this issue, that you really need to do that. And it could be coming in a divine message to you to take advantage of it and tap into that organization. Just throwing that out there for some of you. And then with the 7 of Cups, you have a lot of choices. You know that there's a lot of things that you need to do. You are confused. This is the guidance and advice over here, is to have this clarity of thought, but you are confused. And so with this King of Swords, it's going to help you cut through this. The advice and guidance is to not be confused. And that's why you've got this over here, and it's tying into this. It's tying into the divine downloads, to look below the surface. They're trying to help you because you're having a hard time right now. The emotions are getting the best of you. And then what we have over here is the Page of Cups with this Pollyanna energy and this, seeing beauty in everything with rose-colored glasses. And you can see, the raindrops are in the spider web, and she doesn't see that. What she sees is diamonds, and she doesn't think about a dangerous spider being there. She's just enjoying the moment and the beauty that's out in nature. But everything else is dark around her. Well, that's you. And Spirit is saying it twice, because this is also the Page of Cups. It's just a different deck. But it's the same thing. You're given this opportunity to really tap back into your heart place, to get away from fear. I can't talk today. I cannot stress that enough. You want to get away from fear, and you want to reach for love. It's a higher vibration. It's stronger. And it's going to make you stronger, and it's going to make the other person weaker, or the other situation is going to be weaker. Just remember that. In fact, I might even put that in as the title, Love Over Fear, or something like that. It's also being clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. So again, you're getting a gift and a blessing from the universe to try and help you with this situation. This is in the material world. That's where this is all happening, is in this material world. It's affecting you in your thoughts, words, and your ideas, but it's definitely happening in the material world. So that's why I'm saying I think it's really more like a person, or it was like a physical letter, an email, a text, a phone call. It happened in the material world. You also have a portal that you can walk through to go on your path, to continue forth in your destiny and take advantage of this. You have to deal with this situation. I don't know what your obstacle is, but like I said, for a lot of you, I really think it's an individual in your life. You have to deal with it. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at your opportunity and your challenge. So your opportunity is the Five of Pentacles. And again, this card is it's the card of lack, but in this deck, you are literally missing the blessings from the universe. Do you see how they're on their last piece of bread? They're out in the snow. They've got nowhere to go. And they've got strawberries, a trail on each side of them leading back to the cottage that is warm, inviting. It's got food, shelter, whatever it is that they're looking for survival. But they have been down so long that they are missing this blessing from the universe. They can't see it, and it's right in front of them. And so your opportunity is to overcome this. You need to start seeing the divine downloads and the blessings that are around you. They're trying to help you. Your spirit guides, God, they're all trying to help you get out of this situation. But you've got to put the fear aside and put the survival mode aside and tap into your heart and your love and your intuition. Take a deep breath, create that sanctuary space, and then come at it that way. But we're going to get some clarifiers for that. Your challenge is the devil. This is the liar card. And I'm telling you, I really believe at this stage that it really is a person for most of you. What this devil card is called the liar, I feel that it's part of this person. It is part of this individual. Someone is really fucking up your life. And they're in the way, and you're going to have to deal with it. I don't know if it's a stalker. I don't know if it's just a bully or someone harassing you. I don't know what it is exactly, but they are just not going away, and they are pretty tough. So anyways, it's something you're going to have to deal with. With this liar card, he's going to tell you anything and everything that you want to hear. He's a liar. And he's an illusion. He makes you think how big and badass he is, and he's a lot of talk. But at the end of the day, he's the devil. He's the liar. He's not God. You know, he wants you to believe certain things. You know, he wants you to fear him because that gives him control over you. Just like when you have these bondage issues with addiction issues, by believing in that and participating in that, you are giving the devil power over you. The addictions have power over you. And it's not good for you, right? So your challenge is to overcome this particular person that's in your life right now that's doing this to you. To overcome your thoughts and your words and your ideas that you're playing over and over in your head that this person has created for you. So let's go ahead and pull some clarifiers. All right, so the Two of Pentacles. Now this card has come up twice. It's in the advice and guidance from Spirit, and it's in your opportunity. So right there, I'll hold on. Okay, and then we've got the Nine of Cups. I have a lot to say. Then we've got the King of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. Yep, okay. So this is also reiterating what I was saying. So not only are you missing the blessings from the universe because you're in this type of survival mode, and you've been down so long, it's almost like a victim mode, right? You're letting it happen to yourself. You don't have to be the victim, but you're taking it on, and it's like you're owning it. It's like it's some badge for you, when in fact, to be a victim is stupid. No one, I mean, that's part of our society's problem, is that everyone wants to be a victim and they whine about it. But here, you're missing the blessings from the universe because you're in that kind of survival mode, that victim mold. With the Two of Pentacles and then the Nine of Cups, this opportunity for you to pull yourself out of that is to, again, balance your responsibility and be flexible. You need to get out of this situation, and so, you need to be responsible and do it. You've got the Nine of Cups. You've got this maturity, and you've got like your intuition, your heart, all that stuff is lined up for you. And you know, you're very comfortable in the sensual world, the material world, you know, appreciating beauty. You've got all this going for you, but you're not able to tap into it when you're in this fear mode. So again, I mean, this is just another reiteration to really get in that love space, to get out of the fear mode. And you need to balance your responsibilities. So whatever it is, if this person's a stalker, you know, go to the police. This isn't advice, but I'm just saying it on camera. Go to the police, set up cameras, you know, tell your neighbors. So if they see this particular person, they can report them. You know, it's that kind of a thing. I mean, you need to be proactive. So whatever this situation is, you need to start being proactive. This is your opportunity. You have to seize it. It's not going to happen for you. You have to do it yourself. So then you're challenged with this devil energy right here. It's being clarified by the King of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. So again, if you want to blast this devil and this liar energy out and go back to this King of Pentacles, because you remember I said you're also the Queen up here. This is your energy. That's who you really are, but this is really just throwing you for a loop. You know, to then again tap into the King of Pentacles. And if I've read for you before, the King of Pentacles is also my yes card. So whether I'm going to pull an ace or I pull this card, it is a yes card for me. Because every reader is different, right, with your relationship to the deck. And so for me, what I'm getting is, yes, for you to get back to this energy and to get away from the devil, you have got to look at your situation differently and gain enlightenment. And this also ties into you creating this type of safe space for yourself going forward, and really looking at the sanctuary and what it is that you want to create, what it is that you can learn from it to help you get out of the situation and also not let it happen again. This is a challenge. I mean, you can't control somebody else's behavior, but now you're going to have to deal with it. So you're going to have to look at things differently on how you're going to handle this particular situation, this devil situation. So, okay, a lot going on for you, Pisces, for this particular week. Nothing you cannot overcome. Remember, you have everything inside you. You've just forgotten about it. You have all the power, the resources, and the knowledge to get out of this situation. It's just something has really come up for you that you need to deal with. All right, everybody, and if you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. And if this resonates with you, please go ahead and leave a comment. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, the link is in the description below. And thanks for watching, and have a great week. Sending everybody lots of love. Bye for now.